So put the green ones here. Hello. That's not my fault, that's the egg. That never happens.
That I could do.
Hey guys, Shane DeMere for the Staten Island Advance, and this is another episode of Recipe for Disaster, your famous Staten Island recipes remade in my kitchen, hence disaster. We're here at Renato's Pastry Shop here on Forest Avenue trying to recreate Easter egg bread. This is a Staten Island classic. I've never baked bread. I have no interest in baking bread, so I don't know how this is gonna go, but he's really good at it, so come on inside and see how he makes it.
We're here with Michael Petrillo here from Renato's Pastry Shop. It's that time of the year for Easter egg bread. I requested you make this. First of all, how do you think I'm going to do when it comes to this recipe?
Knowing you for a few years, probably not that well.
Thank you.
Probably not that well.
I appreciate the vote of confidence. And how long have you been making this recipe at Renato's?
42 years.
I'm very excited to taste this. Of all the years, and everyone knows I used to work here, I've never tasted this bread before.
Never?
No, never.
I find that very surprising.
Well, I've eaten everything else and have not paid for it, but I'm very excited for this one. Easter egg bread from Renato's, thank you.
Very plain, this is sweet, nice.
Wow.
Good, right?
It's just simple, it tastes delicious, obviously taking it out of the oven, it's fresh, it's fantastic. Now, do you eat the egg? That's what I want to know. Do you eat the egg after?
Yeah.
Do you eat the egg after?
You could, obviously, you could eat the egg, definitely.
I never got the point of that. All right, well, I'm definitely going to be able to break the egg. But this is so sweet, simple, delicious Easter egg bread. Let's see how it goes in my house. All right, guys, back in my kitchen where I'm going to try to replicate the Easter egg bread from Renato's. Again, I've never baked before. I've got the ingredients here, though. I've got the sugar, the flour, the eggs that you need, the quick rising activation yeast, eggs, which I have dyed already. That's not true, I stole them from the bakery on the way out. That's a lot of work. Baking is not my forte. I hope it comes out tasting sweet and good. So let's start with that mix. That needs to go in the mixing bowl. Start putting all that together.
All right, Rebecca here, editing this right now. I was not there for the shoot with Shane. He did this completely on his own. And just giving you a warning that what you're about to see is a complete mess. I don't know what he did. I don't even know how to cut this together right now. He's adding milk and salt that Michael didn't add. There's a lot going on here. So if it doesn't make sense, that's on Shane.
All right, first ingredient, we're doing wet ingredients. We are doing 2/3 of a cup of milk. That goes in first.
So we're going to start with this sweet dough. This sweet bread consists of very basic ingredients. Everybody could do this in their home. We're going to start with 14 eggs. And we put them in the mixing bowl.
This was actually supposed to be saved for the top. This is a pink egg. This is supposed to be saved to go on the top. We'll substitute it with a white egg. It's all right. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about that. Yikes.
Then we're going to put the sugar. The sugar is a half cup of sugar.
And 4 tablespoons of this butter that is like soft butter, because I don't like the regular butter in the house. And I don't have a teaspoon or tablespoon measurement, so again, I'm just using an actual spoon. So here we go, 4 of these.
So this is 2 tablespoons of fresh compressed cake yeast. The equivalent would be 1 package of active dry yeast. Pour it in a little dish, add a little hot water over it, let it sit about 5 minutes, and it's ready to go. You put it in the mixture just like I put the yeast in the mixture. After the yeast goes in, we will add the flour last.
All right, we are now doing 2.5 cups of flour. And actually, I was supposed to add this at the end. So we'll see how the bread comes up. Teaspoon of the Himalayan pink salt that we use always in this house. 1 packet of the active dry yeast.
So we started, we have all our wet ingredients, they call quote unquote wet ingredients. We'll just stop the machine. We're gonna add our 5 cups of all-purpose flour.
I don't know if that is supposed to happen to the blender hand mixer here. Let's keep going and find out.
But you're looking for like some, a shine and some like elasticity.
All right, I think the dough is done. I'm not sure how to really tell. I forget what Mike said back at Renato's, but it looks doughy. I just have to unplug this before I lose a finger.
After it mixes, you know, usually we put this to the side and we go back to it an hour and a half later. Then, so it rises, it has to double in size. Then we roll it up, tighten it up, and then it goes in the refrigerator for about another 2 hours so it gets cold. It's easy to make the braids when the dough is cold, other than when it's soft. Steps, I don't know if Mr. DeMeo is gonna take.
We're gonna get this dough collected, and this has to get chilled. This is a little gloopy, and this has to chill on this sheet for approximately an hour. This is the most sticky substance I've ever had in my life on my hands. I can't get it off, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to wash my hands. I don't think I put enough flour in, or not enough eggs, or I don't know what the hell I did. But this is a problem. So give me a few minutes, guys. Thanks.
This is the finished dough. Now it's cold enough to braid and actually make the formed product. So we're just gonna cut it in strips, just about 3/4 of an inch thick.
All right, we're just gonna roll this out the same way Michael did from Renato's Bakery. Are you recording anything, or are you just so close? You're not even on this one, though.
Yes, I am.
Stop shaking and laughing. You're such a mess. Steph, focus, please.
There is a trick to this and a method. The thing of it is that usually when you make a braided piece of bread, you want to make the braid tight so that the bread puffs up. Here, we want to make the braid loose so that when we put the egg in and it goes in the oven, it doesn't pop the egg out. So it's actually like a very loose braid. So it's just very simple. It's just a crossover, but like, see the space here? That's how we want to keep it so it doesn't push the egg out.
And that over that. And something like this. And you have this extra band. Stop. The wife is laughing. Don't laugh at that. You have an extra band here that doesn't belong.
So now we have the two loosely braided pieces of bread. We're gonna get a little egg wash, lightly put it on. You could stretch a little more like that with your hand. Just the two ends meet, press it down real good. These eggs aren't boiled yet, they're raw. So we bake the bread, we put it in the bread roll, we put it in the oven, and at 350 degrees, by the time the bread is baked, this also bakes to a hard-boiled consistency.
Egg is key here. So one egg gets pushed there, pretty firm to hold into place. One more will tuck in there somewhere. Firm in place. And the white one we had to use because I broke the other pink one. Goes into this hole and firm in place. Egg bread going in a smaller 3-egg bread, 360 for 20 minutes per Michael from the bakery. Oven's beeping, very annoyingly by the way. That means the bread should be done. Let's see what it looks like. Yes, we hear you. Oh, she has risen. Ladies and gentlemen, Easter egg bread has risen. How appropriate. I stole some of the nonpareils, I believe is what they're called, from the bakery. So do a little sprinkle on top. It's not really sticking because I didn't get too much sugar on there, but there. Well, you get the point. Well, there you have it. It is Easter egg bread, 3 eggs, 1. I did the white theme. The same way I think that Mike from Renato's Pastry Shop makes it, but now of course we have to taste it. Interesting. Well, it's certainly sweet. The inside is very cake-like, almost as if it was raw. Very chewy. So, interesting review we have to do here today. Because A, Rebecca's feeling under the weather. B, my wife is feeling under the weather. I have no one to review this other than me. So I have to be honest, it's a 10. It's definitely a 10. Other than the undercooked center of the raw dough, then it would be a 10. So, kind of minus points, I guess, 5. This is nothing compared to what you can get at Renato's Bakery and the Pastry Shop. Port Richmond, check them out. Easter egg bread, go there, grab it, or any other bakery that has great stuff. Thank you guys for watching. What should I make next? I don't want to bake, so stop recommending bread. Thanks a lot.